and you feel sick and you feel like you're not going to come out of it, it is going to come to an end. And eventually your hair grows back, your eyelashes come back, your body gets healed.
As a part of our Project Pink campaign, every Thursday we've been informing you on the importance of receiving a mammogram every year, as well as explaining to you the different stages of breast cancer. Now, to wrap up the campaign, we have an overcomer story. Eric Guerra brings us the first part today.
According to the American Cancer Society, 1 in 8 women will develop breast cancer in their lifetime. Diana Gutierrez never imagined she would be part of this stats till 2013. With no family history and just being 38 years old at the time, Gutierrez was at a disbelief.
Completely out of left field. She had told me, "You're doing great, nothing's wrong with you, come back in a year," and 2 days later I found the mass myself.
Gutierrez says she examined herself and found a mass hidden under her right breast, something her doctor had missed. Getting confirmation from a specialist was just the beginning of her journey.
And I think that was the hardest part up to that point of the waiting of, could this be what I have feared the most in my life, which was breast cancer.
After receiving that yes, the next steps for Gutierrez were to receive chemotherapy and surgery. This overcomer tells us firsthand what it was like for her body.
It's day 3 that it felt like death. It felt like I remember vividly after the very first round, getting in my shower and literally praying that I would die, because I didn't want to be sick. I didn't want to be a burden on my family, that you feel your body is shutting down. You don't have strength to get up. You don't have strength to walk. You need help, but you literally feel like death is upon you.
After finishing her first round of chemo, Diana's tumor was gone, but the side effects to her body had just begun.
When we got to the second round of chemo, my hair started thinning. I had my hair up to my waist when we first started this treatment. And I started cutting it and doing a pixie cut. And I got to the pixie cut. And once I got to the pixie cut, I noticed that it was just, your hair literally hurts. Like, it's hard to explain it, but it hurts. So I would notice that it was starting to fall. And one night before my 39th birthday, my husband was asleep, and I took his razor and I just shaved my head. And I said, I will not lose my hair to cancer. So I shaved my head, and I went and I showed up to my husband. I'm like, look what I did. And he said, you look beautiful. So it was done. It was over. But
this overcomer story isn't over just yet. We will bring you the second part tomorrow. Reporting for Fox News South Texas, Eric Guerra.